Hello everyone. I'm not going to talk a lot right now because Bambi's right here checking things out. This is the longest she's stayed here. She's been very concerned or a little bit scared today. As she is, it's her general behavior. She's afraid of a lot of things. But you can see that she's doing really well just hanging out here with us. I can't really see the screen, so I can't comment on anything too much yet, but in a minute I'll back off and back away, and then I'll be able to see more. For those of you wondering what's going on, we're here in Ribeirão Preto, zoo in São Paulo State in Brazil. And this is Bambi's first day of acclimation to her transport container. There was a judge ruling that Bambi should be moved to the sanctuary in Brazil. And again, this is the first day, so she's been a little bit concerned today, not wanting to come all the way in because she's kind of afraid of a lot of things. I'll explain more later. But this is awesome that she's staying so close. This eye, for those that are wondering, this eye does have injury to it, and she is mostly blind in this eye. We'll do more examinations later, but the other eye she can see pretty well out of. I'm going to move to the front.
Not too bad, huh?
So there's our beautiful girl. For those that are wondering, and those that have been with us, they know that to look at everything, and you're going to see the skin on her face, her head. That's old skin. She needs a good bath, a lot of good bathing. She's a little bit afraid of water when it gets thrown on her. She doesn't like the swimming pool, but most of the time elephants love the rain. So once you get to the sanctuary and the rains return, she will get a good soaking, good bath, and this whole scenario right now was just perfect. I could not ask for anything more. That's by far the longest she's been staying by the container. Because of her fear, she has not left the barn for 3 days. They said sometimes this happens. So this location of the crate was really the only option, which is her exit to the outside yard. If she ends up being comfortable, we can open up the front of the crate so she can go all the way through and into the yard and then come back. But they're also afraid because sometimes once she comes out, she doesn't want to go back in. So she's a little bit of a fraidy cat. She's needs some reassurance. She needs to build some self-security, self-assurance, be in an environment where she feels more protected, which the sanctuary will offer. And then we'll see a new Bambi emerge, one that's full of her little silly spunkness, which is definitely in there. She's a demanding, silly, spunky girl. It'll be fun to watch her explore and fun to watch her transformation, especially her physical transformation should happen pretty quickly with the improvement of her skin condition. Again, I'm sorry I can't really see comments, not only because I have old eyes, but it's hard to read the screen and focus on Bambi. But yeah, she's doing great. This is awesome. I'm standing here next to Trish, who is our veterinarian, who is consulting with us on this trip. This is the second trip she's done with us. For those who probably remember, she came with Lady. Trish is a veterinarian from the United States, but does some work in Nepal as well, and she graciously agreed to join us. She's actually going to stay with us at the sanctuary for a few weeks after we get there, so she can hang out and help us, and we can learn from one another. Working with elephants is a constant state of learning and relearning and evolving in different ideas, because the reality is nobody has all the solutions or the answers. So it's great to be able to work with different colleagues and friends and to learn from one another, especially as we get to know a new elephant like this. This is just awesome. This is really great that she's so comfortable right now. A big shift.
Huge.
This is a substantial shift from what we saw this morning. Fantastic. I'm going to step away from Bambi for a minute, and we're going to go look at Maison, who's playing with one of her toys. I don't know how much you can see. Mason is the other elephant here. There was a judge's order that determined that Bambi should leave because of her weight loss. But that leaves Mason here, so we're hopeful that eventually Mason will be able to come with us. But for now, we have to just go with the judge's order. And the judge's order was for Bambi to leave. These elephants really are not compatible here at the zoo. That could possibly change in another facility, a sanctuary type facility where they had more space. But that's part of the reason why Bambi is so afraid, is because Mason has been pretty aggressive to her. So she now is reluctant to go out and reluctant to explore because she's afraid of Mason. Even though they have a separate space, the area is divided in half, she still has some concerns and fears. So that's a little bit of Mason's area, and we'll go back to Bambi here. See if I can position myself to see more what you're doing.